Welcome back to the Heartwork podcast. Today I have Eva. She is one of my coworkers here at the Roots Steakhouse Morristown location. We are here just kind of enjoying a nice little day out. Just gonna sit here and talk, chat it up a little bit, and just get to know Eva's story and be able to tell you a little bit more about her. She doesn't just serve here at Roots Steakhouse in Morristown. She also has her own clothing brand. It's her Elegance by Eva. You can find it on eBay. You can also find it on elegancebyeva.com, right?
Correct. Yes.
I'm going to link that down below so everybody can check it out. She sells a high-end brands, luxury design purses,
Sure.
shoes, clothes, jewelry. You'll find it all. So Eva,
Yes.
it's so good to have you here. I
Thank
haven't
you.
seen you in how long? 2 months?
Almost. Yes.
2 months.
Yes.
And I read your story. You sent me that story of that you had done
Yes.
for the Morristown Green. Oh my goodness. Eva, I had no idea you immigrated here when you were 19.
Yes. I was 19 years old.
Make sure you put that to your
Sure. Yes,
your-
I was 19 years old.
Wow, how is that? Did you come here by yourself?
No, I came. My sister was really here, and I came to her home. That was in Dover. She doesn't live in Dover anymore. Now she's in Mandam. And I was 19, and it was difficult. It wasn't easy to immigrate from Egypt. I came seeking freedom to be independent, strong woman, and that was my mission. But it was a little bit of challenge and difficulty, especially I came with a visitor visa,
Okay.
and by the time I got my green card later on, that was like took like 15 years to get my green card, and then I started to be on my own and chasing my dream, pursue my dream, and here I am.
Me too, girl. Girl power because I feel like I relate to you in that sense. The only reason why is because I came here when I was 6. My mom brought me here as a little girl. She wanted to give me a better life. We were basically kind of leaving Mexico because she had dealt with a lot of domestic violence from my dad. So it was a lot that she was dealing with back at home, and she knew that my brother was already here. He had came here when he was 17, also seeking to help her build the house that we have in Mexico and kind of help us basically just get everything we needed to survive.
The American
Food,
dream.
yes. And then little by little we started to realize, we don't have it all here without him. So my mom wanted to take on that journey to go to the United States, and we ended up here after 2 weeks of being walking in the desert and
Oh my
basically
God, that's a challenge.
it was crazy. We walked the
So you
desert
took
for
a
12
risk.
days.
That's a
Yes.
lot of strength.
And it was an insane story to talk about. I actually want to talk about it on my podcast, like fully, like my own like
Of
journey
course.
here. But it took a lot because we saw people who had to be left behind due to injuries. We had
Yeah.
to when I remember the immigration officers finding us, we had to start all the way from point one all over again and then try again. It was a tough journey, but you know what, every time I think of like a time I fail or a time I feel upset over something, I think back to that journey and I'm always like, that is the one thing that literally has set me up for the most success. Why am I going to let these little tiny hurdles get in my way? I've already been through that rough part.
Yes. It's
So
a really challenge.
exactly. Put this right here so you don't
Oh,
forget.
sure.
Like on the side right here. So it's close to your like yeah. Here, let me help you.
Sure. First time I use this microphone.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, so it's like it's the same journey kind of,
Yes,
you
yes.
left because I remember reading in there that your dad had taken you out to try on some clothes
Yes, yes.
and like basically just get you into the little like taste of
Yes,
fashion.
yes, he was very supportive, and I remember he used to take me shopping before I came here, of course, in Egypt, and he used to take me to the best stores, and he always tells the owner of the store, "Give her the best items you have here. Don't worry about the money. Give her what she needs." And that really it built something in me so strong about fashion,
Yes.
and also my love for my father, and it's still with me.
Yeah.
That I felt luxury that day
Yeah, of
when my
course.
dad taking me from place to place. I just felt like a princess, and
Good.
whatever my dad did, the way he raised me, I always felt I am the princess, and
Yes.
it's good. It's a good thing for my personality, for my soul. I always feel like I'm satisfied. I have everything.
Yes, confidence.
Yes,
It gave you that
exactly.
self-love.
Yes,
He
self-love.
reassured it.
Yes, yes, yes,
It's so good to have that because when you don't have that growing up in a loving home, I
yes.
feel like it kind of does take on a challenge for you to
Of
kind of learn
course.
it yourself as you get
Yes,
older. And
yes,
I feel like I definitely been there. Like my parents being separated, my parents, like my mom working two full-time jobs, going from one to the next. We didn't really spend enough time to where she understood where I was coming from, like my
yes.
personality. So the self-love had to come, like I had to
On
grow
your
into that.
own, on your
Yes,
own, and you
exactly.
got it.
Yeah. But so I love hearing about your story, going through all that, growing up.
Sure.
What made you get to that first step of I need to create this Elegance by Eva as my own website and sell it?
So my love for fashion, it's always I have that since I was little girl. And after I got my green card, I decided to go to school for fashion. So I went to Montclair. I got my associate degree first from Morris County University, and then I went to Montclair State University for fashion studies. And I decided not to work for anybody. I said I'm gonna have just online boutique. And also, there's a story behind that. I did not have the online boutique right away. What happened? I bought coat from eBay.
Yeah.
It was $350. The coat, it did not fit me, so I couldn't return it. So my girlfriend, she told me, sell it on eBay, and that's how I started to sell. So I
Wow.
sold it on eBay. I got my money back. Then I started to think. My niece also, she said, "Why didn't you sell more?" So I checked my closet, and that become selling. Then my love for fashion grew up, and all the suddenly I felt like I want to have my own business,
That is beautiful.
and I just got elegancebyeva.com. It was adventurous. It's
So it
been,
literally started
yes,
from one failed attempt to get something online.
exactly. If I did not buy that course, I wouldn't
You
even
wouldn't
know
have
anything
even,
about
yeah.
eBay. And then I start to think about what fashion I'm gonna sell. I mean, um, it's not that simple to just get products. So
Right.
I start to read about eBay book and how people get stuff from Will Green and all of this consignment shops.
Okay.
Yes, thrift shop. So I
Yeah.
start to get little bit by little bit, and I start to go to New York City. Some stuff I was able to sell it, some stuff I was not able to sell it, but I get experience.
Right, right.
And then I stop. Now I don't need to go to thrift shop. I already have product.
I
I
love
know where
that.
to get it, where is the source, and also I'm coming up also with a line T-shirt.
Okay.
The T-shirt is gonna be very elegant. It's not gonna be just regular T-shirt. No, it's gonna be luxury, well-fitted T-shirt.
I love that.
So
Yeah,
it's
so you're
coming up.
expanding.
Yes. So that's my niche. And then later on will be something else. But of course, I sell designer brand like Chanel and Prada, Burberry's, all of the fancy big name. I already also have that.
Okay. You know what else I was gonna ask you? Where do you want this to all go? Like, where do you want it to lead? What's your
Company,
vision? You want
company.
it to be a whole
Yes,
company.
yes,
I love
yes,
that.
yes,
You want to
yes,
have like different locations
yes,
throughout the United
yes,
States.
yes. I don't want to have just one thing. I want to have many. Is it gonna happen? Absolutely, I'm sure of that.
Yes. I know
Because
we talked about
yes,
vision boards.
yes,
Did you get
yes.
to make yours?
I did different way. I did
I
not
love
get the
it.
board itself, but I have it. I have a quote. I can, I will. The end of the story. That's my power. I can,
Nice.
I will. That's it. It's over.
Nice. I feel like anywhere you go, you've literally left a mark because here at Roots Steakhouse, you are the representative for our servers.
I appreciate
And
that.
the same thing for yourself outside of here. You know, when I see you walking, you are in the best dress. You look beautiful. Your makeup is so stunning. And I feel like you leave a mark anywhere you go, which is
Thank
such a
you.
good quality to have because even being here and the way you express yourself about the energy I was giving off, I was like, this is why me and her connect because it's more
Yes.
than just like energy. We were connecting on business, we were
Yes.
connecting on ideas, on how we were going to be better.
Yeah.
And I want that. I want those kinds of people around me who are encouraging me and who are I'm encouraging them.
Of
So it
course.
was so beautiful to be
Thank
able to
you.
like
It's
talk to
great
you
to be here
and
with
connect
you,
with you.
honestly.
And I didn't, honestly, I didn't see you coming back. I had already been here when you left Roots, not pre-COVID. You didn't leave pre-COVID. You left after COVID, right?
After COVID.
After COVID.
Yes,
And I
yes,
was like,
yes.
I remember I would see you and I was like, wow, she's gorgeous. And everyone's like, oh, she used to work here. And I was like, no way. Like, she used to work at Roots Steakhouse. And then when you came back, I was like, oh my God. Like, I always like see her walking around. She looks so beautiful. Like, you stand out. Like, you look successful, elegant. Exactly what your brand stands for is you as a person, which is so nice to like own, to be able to be like, I am my brand. I love
I
that.
love fashion,
Yeah.
um, and I love elegance. Elegance and fashion, it just, that's my, how to express that. It just, it's me.
What's the
It's,
what's some of the hurdles you faced with making your business, your fashion
you mean
business?
challenges?
Yeah.
It, before it was the products.
Okay.
Right now, the challenge is, for example, I'm coming up with a t-shirt that's going to be my niche. The challenge is, what is the best t-shirt that will fit woman with, sorry, that noise,
No
that
worries.
will fit women nicely,
Yeah.
not just like any shirt you see it. So that's the challenge,
Yeah.
to get it fit well.
Every time you face like a little failure in your
I get up
business,
again.
and how do you do that? Like, just for the public to hear, because I know aside from, you and I being people who own businesses or are creating our businesses, me through real estate, you through Elegance by Eva, um, I want them to like not give up on themselves. I feel like that is one good thing that I want to give off to the audience, to the public that's listening to this. Like, no matter how long it takes for something to skyrocket, for a business to
Yes.
boom, this is like the failures that you're going to go through, and this is how I've gone, how I've overcame them.
If you believe that you can do something, if you love something so much that, oh, David, we'll talk later.
The manager just over here like, what?
So if you believe, if you love something so much, you live the story. Yeah, make a story of that thing, live it
Yeah,
inside you every day, and it will take you forward. And take risk. I take risk also
I
with
love
money.
that.
Even with money, I lost some money, yes I did, but that was the only way to learn
Yeah,
the
and they
market.
usually say if you want to
Yes,
make money, you have to waste money.
yes,
You have to
yes,
spend money,
yes. Don't be afraid to
invest.
try new
Yeah.
things, challenge yourself, and fail. You get up again. How many times I even hired people to do things for me, it did not work out. I lost money. I get up again. Money's
Yeah.
coming. Um, but look at it this way: you get up in the morning. This is what I want. What the heck? Who cares? Just let's do it. Whatever. Say to yourself, whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. Just take the risk and do it. Don't be afraid of anything. Live it. Live a
Hmm.
story.
I
Like
love
I
that.
live the story of Elegance by Eva. So I used to write on Facebook constantly about elegance, about Coco Chanel. I remember quote, it said, elegance when the inside is beautiful than the outside. So
Yes,
that's elegance,
absolutely.
yeah.
And you know what
And
else? I read on your story that if you were to dress the way you dress back in your country in Egypt,
yes,
you would get persecuted.
yes, that's another thing that I came to USA for that also. That's why I said I came seeking freedom. So in Egypt, we have persecution in Egypt. It's fanatic Muslim. They are extremists. They don't allow women to be dressed like really elegant and nicely, bold colors, bold fashion. So it was really hard, the lack of freedom to express myself. And I came
Yeah,
here. I express myself through
that is
fashion. So when I walk on the
empowering.
street with my bags and everything, I'm carrying myself. I'm living a story,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
not thinking about.
You're expressing
No,
yourself.
I can dress up anything I want. It could be the 60s, it could be the 50s, anything. I'm not
Yeah,
thinking about, oh, but what is the occasion? No, I'm doing it for me. I'm just
yeah.
leaving a mark about fashion.
Yes.
Fashion is not like black or white, it's just a story.
You get to create whatever
Yes,
fashion means to you.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
And elegance is, every woman can be elegant if you know your body type well and you try the right outfit. That's elegant.
yeah.
Elegant is something simple. It's not complicated. Just anyone who have dream, challenge your dream, dream big,
Yeah,
and take risk.
absolutely.
And you fail,
You
get
know
up
what else,
again.
Eva?
Yes.
I started a clothing brand when my mom first passed away after COVID. And I had originally made all these drawings to try to like put on sweaters, on sweatpants, and like t-shirts,
Yeah,
long sleeves, all that. And I gave up on it because I ended up getting divorced, so I had to move all my stuff out of the apartment to press the shirts
of
to
course.
be able to
Hmm.
function in a business. You have to have a space, and I didn't have the space at the time. And you know what? In this, now that I'm thinking back, I'm like, I could have been drawing the entire time while I was living with my friends or my mom's friends, and I was looking for a place myself. Now that I have the place, I could have put those drawings on the t-shirts and sweatpants. I could have
Sure.
been telling my story the whole entire time. And you're right, you don't give up. If you believe in something, if you have the vision for it, if you live, breathe, and literally you manifest it all the time, there's no reason to give up on it. And I feel like that's one thing that I've learned now,
Mhm.
that if I'm going to start something, I'm going to commit to it. I'm always going to go 110% with it, even on the days that I only feel like I have 20% energy,
Of course.
because those are the days that count the most. Those are the days where I'm like, I'm really committed to this. I'm really going to get this done. I love what I do, even on the days where I feel doubtful, on the days where I'm like, oh, this is like, is this
Yes,
gonna work out?
of course.
If this doesn't work out, what's gonna happen? Like all the time I've invested, all the money that I've wasted, all these things that come in your head, it's like, no, let's still go for it. Let's still do it. Because I feel like everyone gets the chance to succeed at one point,
Yes.
and I was struggling. I don't know if you've ever had a moment of where other people are doing the same thing you're doing, or have the same brand, not the same exact brand, but are doing like shopping for elegant luxury high end brand products, and then trying to start the same thing that you're doing, and then you kind of like feel like you're comparing yourself. Has that ever happened to you, where you're like, oh, they're doing great, or am I ever going to get there?
No, I tell you why. Um, I'm never, you're talking about jealousy and competition.
Yes, like
I've never
envy.
felt this way because I believe that God created everyone different, unique.
Mhm.
There is nobody better than other person. I believe that everybody's skillful in something. Every single person on this earth is skillful.
I love.
You're talented, talents and skills different than mine, different than somebody else,
Mhm.
but we all the same.
Mhm.
And if somebody has bigger company more than me or bigger store, no, it does not move a thing. I do whatever I feel like this is my skills.
Yeah.
God give me this. I will push myself as much I can, and this is what I want. But I'm not gonna think about anybody else. Also, my dad, because he told me, he treated me like a princess. I've never looked at some other
You've never
play.
had self
No,
doubt.
no
Yeah,
competition at all. I've never felt jealous of anyone
I love
on
that.
this earth until
I've
now.
I feel like because I've in the past have had issues with believing in myself or
Mhm.
other people believing in me, I've cultivated to some extent comparison, and I'm trying to get rid of it. So I want to be open about it
Mhm.
because I feel like it helps to kind of just
Of
like
course.
let that feeling go.
Yes.
For example, like me starting my podcast, I feel like I've encouraged a lot of other people to really do it. And it's literally been one of my dreams to inspire and motivate, Eva.
And
Literally.
and this is you.
And I'm doing it. It's manifesting. And
Yes.
now that it's manifesting, I'm becoming envious and jealous of, oh, am I going to succeed now that everybody wants to do it? Or am I going to succeed now that, so and so wants to try it out? And I get so nervous. And I'm like, I literally have to think exactly about what you
Yes.
said. I had
Yes.
to watch podcasts. Today, this morning, I journaled and I like
Yes.
sat with
Live the
myself.
story of your dream
Yes. And I
and
was like,
live
I
it
am
fully.
unique.
And that's it.
Yeah, I
That's
know
all.
what I offer. I know
Yeah.
exactly what I bring to the table, the same way the other people
Yes.
do. And everybody gets their own chance to succeed.
Yes.
Everyone's going to get a turn. There
Of
is an
course.
abundant, it's an unlimited amount of abundance that there is out there for people to be able to all get a little bit
Yes.
of,
Yes.
So it feels good
I'm
to be able
glad.
to be open about it, to be able to speak about it, because everyone, I feel like, to one extent, or some people at least, get those feelings, and they kind of like hoard it, like they like
And they're afraid also
yes,
of the
they're afraid of,
competition. If
yes,
somebody will succeed better than them,
right, or they won't talk about those feelings. They'll kind of like hide them.
hide
They'll
them
like
inside. Yes.
just keep them inside, and then it creates more comparison, worse low self-esteem. And so being open about it, I'm like, okay, you know
Yes.
what, I'm
It's
getting
good to
rid of
talk
it.
about it. Get
Yeah.
rid of that.
Yeah.
Yes. And
But
you will.
yeah, oh,
It's a
absolutely.
natural
Working
human
towards
being,
it.
by the way. It's
Yeah, it's just
normal.
another
Yes.
emotion, and that's what I kind
Emotion.
of come
Yes.
to
Yes. Yeah.
accept. that it's like this is just something else that is just getting in my way of being in the mindset that I want to be in. And
Of
I have to
course.
face it. I have to look forward to, embracing hard emotions and
Hmm.
getting past them
Yes.
and seeking advice. But anything in particular that you have had in mind? What made you want to message me today or like a week ago to try to like get together?
I know working with you, I know you are an intelligent person, and I believe to be around someone intelligent, it's a good skills to be around. It will inspire me to go forward. And I always look at you, the way you talk, the way you behave, everything very strongly. You do it very strongly. Like, no doubt, there is your voice, everything. I feel like there is no doubt
I
about
love
anything.
you.
And that I even spoke with my coworker about that you are intelligent woman and very strong,
Yes.
and you're gonna reach your dream. No, I don't have any doubt about that.
Oh, I
That's why I
love it.
contact you because you know um, I work at Roots, but during the week I feel like I need to be inspired,
Yes.
and I felt like if I talk with you, it will be great for me to
Yes.
inspire me. That's the reason for
And we have to do
inspiration,
the marketing.
empowering me. Yes,
Yes. We have
yes,
to do the marketing. We have to I know we spoke about like doing the modeling for your brand
yeah,
and trying on the things that you actually sell so
sure,
people can see how to style, how
yes.
what you could wear with the purse or the
That's
jewelry.
what I need to do
And
to,
we have
to
to do
video,
that.
video for
This
Instagram.
yes,
Yes,
this is what I need. Like this is what I mean by being around people who
yeah,
empower you, and how you said the same
yeah,
thing about me, because you learn from me, I learn from
yeah.
you, and you help me doing the podcast,
And I
getting
love the
content
way you
out there.
dress today. It's
Thank
beautiful, very
you. I
unique.
tried different
That's
stuff
fashion.
today.
That's
Yes.
fashion.
Creating just a random
Unique, but
fit.
it's unique.
Thank
Yes.
you. And I love it because I feel like every time I actually step out of my comfort zone
Yeah.
and I dress up in a way where I'm like, I normally wouldn't wear this on a daily basis, but I'm gonna do it today. I
Good.
feel the most confident. I feel the most like comfortable getting to know a different side of me and being open to it with the
Yes.
public. Same thing with podcasting. Doing this in public like today is exactly what encourages me to continue to do things like this more,
Of course.
because I'm not just sitting in my room, I'm not just sitting in my living room, I'm sitting outside in public, people coming like around
Yes.
watching
Yes.
us,
Yes.
seeing what we're doing. It inspires me. It's like, yes, I want everyone to know what we're up to.
I'm
That we're having
inspired
great
also. You
conversations.
speak so strongly. I mean,
Thank
you just do it
you.
so well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. I feel like you are very open to hanging out with the younger crowd.
Yes.
What what
I,
inspires you about the younger crowd today?
young people inspire me,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel somehow I communicate. It's like almost the same age. Somehow, I don't feel like when I speak with you, the different age. I just feel like um, compatible. I feel like there is energy, there is flow, there is positive, positive energy around
Yeah,
young people.
yeah.
It's
You connect very
yes,
well because
yes,
half of the staff here
yes,
is like between 25
right,
and
yes,
30, and then there's like a few
of
people who are
course.
older, but you connect so well with the
With the
younger
young, yes,
crowd.
yes,
You are honestly, when you're around us, I feel like you're such a party person. Like you are uplifting, you're like the life of the party. You are like up bright
but
and
your energy
you're
of the young people,
open.
that's when I'm around young people, that come
That comes
naturally
out.
because of
Yeah.
your energy as a young
Yeah.
person. Yes.
I love that
So
you're open
yeah,
to it, because I know
yes,
other adults kind of like steer away from, they automatically think, oh, they don't know enough or they're too mature
no,
or stuff like
no,
that. But you are so open to it. Like you welcome anything and everything. You're open to just learning more about the crowd,
of
about what they're
course,
up to,
yes,
about how
yes,
they
yes,
think, how they move. Even with Kelsey, like going over her house for her birthday, I was like, oh, so good to
yes,
see you
yes,
here.
yes.
So good that you want to celebrate
Of
her
course,
with
yes,
us.
it was great memory too. Yes, no, I love to be around young people. It's
Yes.
it inspired me.
So, what are your next goals right now? Aside from getting out the new T-shirts for your business, what have you had any personal goals set up for yourself, or anything in particular that you want to work on that you're currently
I need.
actually?
Oh, sure. What I need to work on right now is learning how to market well.
Okay.
So I'm going through learning. Of course, you're going to help me with for example, Instagram. Um, I need to model.
Yes.
That's what is missing. That's what I'm like. You see me walking on the street modeling for myself, but I'm really never did a video. I need to
Yeah.
model. That's
Yeah.
what is missing.
Yes.
And I'm just focusing on learning digital marketing. And right now, that's all what I'm focusing on it
I love
to
it.
improve marketing.
Do you
That's
get
good.
frustrated with certain aspects of business? Like, you know how you're saying like I need to market more, I need to model. Does that frustrate you at some point that like maybe there's a barrier of I don't know how to do certain things with
Yes,
technology?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
But
How do you
I
overcome that?
okay. So I overcome because Kelsey, she introduced me for that app, Chat GP.
ChatGPT, an amazing tool. I want
Uh,
to put out there.
of course, it was a challenge sometimes language and everything. So every time
Mm-hmm.
I need something, I ask
ChatGPT.
it. I found the answer. Actually, it solved a lot of problems because I used to go through things that I don't know where I get the information,
Yeah.
and I will be waiting until somebody call me or did to ask,
Yeah.
or until I come here and ask the young people. But now I get the answer. That's the best thing. I advise every woman or man when you have struggling with anything, just that app.
ChatGPT.
Yes, yes.
You know, some people steer away from like letting AI take over artificial
It
intelligence.
is what it is. It's
We're
done.
going, yeah,
We
we're
are
headed
going.
there.
You cannot say I don't want to do this.
So I was
You're
on,
gonna be left behind.
yeah, I was on the dating app Tinder, and I was talking to a guy who was into books. He was
Yeah.
reading a lot of books. He had to do some like a I don't know, like when you read a book and then you have to do a review on it. He had to do that. I can't think of the word right now, a prompt. But basically, he was reviewing a book. He was gonna read this book for school and had to do a
Yeah.
whole review. And I was like, well, just use ChatGPT, input whatever
Yeah.
paragraph you already want, and if you want to make it a little bit
Mhm.
longer, extensive,
Yeah.
just put it on ChatGPT and have it help you. And he's like, I don't want to let that thing win. I'm not gonna like dive into artificial intelligence and like let it take over, but it's already
It is.
here,
It's done.
you know?
Hmm.
Have you heard of like those fake calls that people get where their kids are sometimes like crying and then somebody will be like, oh, you have to send us $10,000 or we're going to kill your kid? And it's all in AI, it's all fake.
Yes. No, I get a lot of phone calls. They tell me your credit card this or stuff is not
Like
real.
scammers,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's scam, but I don't answer. I'm getting
Yeah.
used to it. This is part of technology. It
Artificial
is what it is.
intelligence
Is
is
it better in
definitely,
life before than now? Maybe yes, but there's a
yeah.
lot of things easier now.
Yeah,
I'm
a
happy that
lot.
I'm sitting home and I get my food shopping at home.
Yeah.
It's I used to struggle to go
I
food
used to
shopping.
do the
The
same
water
thing.
was heavy that I always leave it in my car. Now that's one let's advantage of technology. And the chat GP
ChatGPT?
yes, that's another advantage.
Yeah.
It's we going towards that. We have to live it the way it is and
Yeah.
be
Accept it.
satisfied with enjoy whatever it make it our life is easier and negative part it is part of life. It's not avoidable now.
Yeah, everything is gonna be so much technology
It's going to be
soon.
more and more. In 5 more
Mhm.
years, we're going to move forward again. It's speeding, but
Yeah.
it's
But
but
you
we need
enjoy
to
it.
learn. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you like the
because
technology.
yes, all of these apps, like right now, there's a lot of apps. It can teach me social media marketing, for example. Uh, there's a lot. I can now go to any app and do, for example, like Photoshop.
Yes.
All of this before I need to go to school to learn Photoshop, honestly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Video, camera, all of that. Like if any question, you find it on the internet.
Yeah.
So
No,
the
it's so
information is
helpful.
there.
Yeah.
But 10, 14 years ago, the information was not available for us.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to the library. I have the Amazon,
Google.
Google.
Google
So
anything you find on
I would
Google.
say the most enjoyment about technology is the information out. It gave it. I'm personally get satisfaction that I have answers that
Yeah.
I can explore a lot of things that I would never think I can do it.
Yeah,
You have to
even
go to
like
school for it, you know?
right, even like having FaceTime and being able to FaceTime somebody from one country to
Right.
the
Yes,
next.
yes.
Amazing.
It is.
Amazing where we're going right now.
Yes.
I think yeah, we have to kind of just embrace it and just be grateful that we're going through a change that we didn't even think was
Yeah.
possible before. There were
No?
computers were the size of like this wall.
Yes.
And now look at it. It's
Yeah.
like we have a computer right here.
Hmm. Yes.
But it's beautiful that you are so open to this and like being on my podcast. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. It's
I
great to be here
can't
with
wait
you.
to keep working with you and
Me too.
helping you with your business and doing everything we got to do to get your name out there. The same way
Thank
you are
you.
so open to my things, I want to help you with yours.
It's great pleasure to be here today, and I want to tell every woman, dream big.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Every woman, every man, I feel
Yes.
like there's so many people out there who hold back from starting something because either they don't know how to get there or the right tools or the right people. And even with real estate, in the beginning, when I first passed my state
Yeah.
exam, I was like, okay, this was like one big step for me. I already passed my state exam. And then I felt like my high went back down to a low because I was like, now what? I don't know anybody that would help me or who's going to take me in and actually teach me all the ins and outs of
Hmm.
real estate without being like selfish or being jealous or envious, like those feelings.
Yes. Yes.
And I was nervous, but I met a good mentor. I work with him now, and then that brought me back up to another high, and
Of
it
course.
all it just I want everybody to basically take from this that it doesn't matter your background,
Yes.
the way you grew up, it showed you what you were capable of. And now, like you say, you walk around living your story, being your story,
Hmm.
and being just like an inspiration to yourself of who you were and who you are now and where it's led you. And I want people to take that from this video, that
Of
it
course.
doesn't matter what your past looked like. You
No.
can reinvent yourself today and
Yes.
create whoever you believe you were born here to do, whatever your purpose is, to step into that authenticity of yourself and fill in that purpose
Of course.
fully,
A
100%, not
hundred
holding
percent.
back,
Yes. You have to
no
believe
matter
you
what.
deserve it. Also,
Yes,
when you deserve it, the universe will serve it to you. That's
exactly.
very
When you
simple.
step into that mentality of this is mine,
Yes.
it's yours.
Yes.
It's yours. There's
Exactly.
no reason for you not to get it.
Yes.
I appreciate
I
you.
appreciate you.
Thank
I'm
you
really
so
pleased and
much.
happy to be here.
I'm going to
It
put
was
all
a
your
pleasure.
stuff,
Thank
your
you.
social media, Instagram,
Thank
your
you.
elegancebyeva.com website. I'm gonna put down your story for people to read.
And I appreciate you
It's
inspire me all the
amazing.
time. And today you inspired me even more.
Yes,
Yes.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
Well, thank you so much for coming, guys, and watching the video. We're gonna basically put down all her socials for everybody to follow Miss Eva and go check out her website as well. Have a beautiful day.